Hello, welcome back to my haunted library. It's Regina. So I just got back from a little mini vacation. I went out to the Pacific Northwest to visit my little sister, not Matilda, but another sister. And I had a wonderful time. She lives in Oregon, Portland, Oregon. So I spent a lot of time in Portland, and then I also went to Washington State, where they have a lovely vacation home right on the river in the middle of a forest. It was really quite stunning. And every moment I expected to see Edward peeking around the corner, sparkling or whatever. But we also we did hiking, love to hike, did that. And we also went up to Mount Hood. And I went to Pal's bookstore in Portland and got a bunch of books, but I'm waiting for them to be shipped. So once they get in, I will definitely do a haul video for that. So I had a wonderful time, but it feels great to be home and back in my library. So today I have a tag, and this I was tagged by Jason from Jason's Weird Reads, and Jason is really great about tagging me and giving my channel shout outs, and he's wonderful. So if you don't know his channel, please check it out. I'll link it below, and thanks Jason for always thinking about me. So this is a channel history tag. I'm a little scared. Looking back on my channel, I have had a BookTube channel now for about 1.5 years. So that's not too bad. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. I'm still enjoying it. So I plan to keep it up for the next year. So we'll see. All right. So number one, tell us about your very first video and where you were in life when you filmed it. Okay. Well, I guess probably my first video was the YouTube newbie tag, and I do remember it was super blurry, and someone made a comment that it looked really blurry because I hadn't quite figured out how to work my I don't know if I was using my iPhone then or my little camera. I think it was my little camera. I don't know. I felt really kind of embarrassed, but it's there. It's like I look very awkward and it's very blurry. Number two, tell us about your most viewed video and what went into creating it. Oh, so I didn't really know this, and then I went and looked after reading this. And my most viewed video, which has over 1,000 views, which I was really kind of shocked, is a horror haul I did from last year. It was like a last January. Okay, so next, tell us about a video that you were most excited about when you finished it. Well, I definitely think my Halloween video from this last one. I was very psyched because I had done it. I was working that week like over 40 hours that week, so I had to do it ahead of time. So it was all ready to go. I was just waiting for Halloween. So I was very excited about releasing that one, and I worked pretty hard on that. Next. 4, tell us about a point in your BookTube AuthorTubing career. I love thinking about it as a career. Wouldn't that be fun? That was particularly challenging, creatively or personally. I guess I would have to say that sometimes, and I think I'm not alone with this, sometimes I feel like I pressure myself to take on too many books, especially when I started out as booktubing. I would be like, oh, well, everyone's reading these books, so I better buy them, and they're sitting on my shelf, and most of them I haven't even read. So it was kind of a waste of money, unless I will go back and read them at some point. I mean, I got to read all of these eventually. So I would say sometimes the pressure that I put on myself to read like current books, but I'm not really doing that anymore. So I think I've moved past that. But I do think that has been a problem in the past. And, sometimes even now I have to remind myself, this is a fun thing. I've always read a lot. I've always been reading about 3 books going on at once. So, the only pressure is what I'm putting on myself. So stop that. Okay, next. Tell us about a moment in your BookTubing, AuthorTubing career that was a high point for you or something you're particularly proud of. Well, I'm definitely proud of my Halloween videos. Now, I have 2. The first one, I did a whole Whatever Happened to Baby Jane impersonation. And then the second one, I was decapitated. So this is something I really plan on doing, a tradition every year do a really fun Halloween video that I put a lot of effort into. And I'm hoping that will catch on and people will look forward to watching that every year. It's like sort of like a Halloween special. Maybe I'll do one at, twice a year, maybe one in the summer, like half-a-ween-a-thon. Oh, I did a pretty good half-a-ween-a-thon too with, Batilda did that one. So, yeah, I'm proud of those. Number 6, tell us about an aspect of your being a content creator. That sounds, it always kind of cracks me up. I'm a content creator. Anyway, that you had a really hard to get good at or still struggling with this. These are very like poignant questions. I feel like I'm in therapy here. Well, I would say something I'm still struggling with is talking to the camera in an articulate way. There are some booktubers or even other YouTubers who are just great at doing like one take. They never stumble over their words. They're super articulate and they get it out like very smoothly. I'm not like that. I have a lot of ums, and that's why I have a lot of jump cuts in my videos, because sometimes I'll just stare off into space and think, what am I saying? So I'm gonna ask Santa for this. I may try for the new year to get one of those teleprompters. Not that I'm, really scripted, but just to kind of keep me my bullet points or whatever. I think that would be really good. I tried it with a piece of paper once, and it fell off, and it didn't really work. Tell us a story that sticks out in your mind that happened as a result of you being a part of BookTube, AuthorTube. Well, just like Jason said in his video, it's been really great to connect with other booktubers. I mean, one thing that I started doing just recently is I started a Voxer account, which I had no idea what that was until Alex from Hey Little Thrifter, another channel that I adore, and a really sweet lady, told me about. So back, a couple months ago, I did a buddy read, and we used Voxer, and it was with a couple other booktubers. And now I've had a few other conversations on Voxer with other booktubers, and that has been great. Wow, what a different experience. It's really good, and I feel like I've made online friends. Now, I never met any of these people, so, they could be axe murderers. So could I. No one knows. But we've certainly had a good time connecting, and coming into the new year, I'm going to be doing a project with a few other booktubers that I'm very excited about. I'm not going to give that away right now, but you'll be hearing about that in the months ahead. Okay, number 8. All right, you just spent however long talking about yourself. That's true. You're awesome. Thanks. We know. It's why we watch your content. Tell us about someone else in the BookTube, AuthorTube community that you think deserves more attention than they get at the moment. Well, Jason mentioned Merce from Harpies in the Tree, and I agree. She has great channel. She lives in Berlin and does cool things, like goes into cemeteries and reads books, and she does some really cool like series, very unique. She just did a series about dark. I'm going to put, I can't remember what she calls it. I don't want to get it wrong, but I'll write it here. In which she put together some different books, and it got me down a whole rabbit hole, which I loved, about the Black Dahlia, and I'm still reading about that. So that's what I really love about BookTube, is the community is about sharing books, sharing ideas. Another booktuber I would like to recommend is The Book Dweller, Chuck the Book Dweller. And all of these people I'll link below. He has really thoughtful, really good reviews. He's very knowledgeable. He has an incredible collection of like vintage horror books and other books. His Instagram profile, channel, page, I don't know, whatever you call it, his Instagram thing is great. I follow that, and I'm always interested in what he's reading. And I mean, he's like one of those booktubers that I've definitely learned from. And not only that, he has sent me 2 books. I mean, he's so cool that way. I mentioned, hey, I collect Gothic romance, and he sent me one. So, what's not to like about that? So thanks, Chuck. Definitely check out his channel. And also, John from Written in Blood. He does really good reviews. He's always active in the comments, and he has a lot of good knowledge about books that he does review. Like he knows his stuff. So Jason may have already tagged Merce, but if not, I'm going to tag for this tag Merce from Harpies in the Tree, John from Written in Blood, and Chuck from The Book Dweller. So definitely check out their channels. And thanks again, Jason, for always thinking about me. Always look forward to your videos and check them out every time you upload. So keep up the good work. Okay, well, that's all I have for today. Thanks for stopping by my haunted library, and I'll see you soon. Bye.